Hello everyone, myself Sarvesh Mangla from Indian Institute of Technology Indore, here to present my work on studying space weather using GMRT. A quick introduction: in low frequency observation, ionosphere is quite an obstacle and need precise calibration procedure to make images. The same calibration data can give insight into the ionosphere. Here in an equation in the visibility, the term is an extra phase term that is included, that is induced because of the ionosphere. The ionospheric phase term is caused due to refraction and propagation delay in the ionospheric plasma, which is inversely proportional to the observed frequency. As interferometer measure differential phase between antenna pair, we get differential phase. We get differential tech. Here is the layout of GMRT, and we have observed a bright radio source at 610 megahertz. We converted the differential phase value to differential tech. Here are the plot of differential tech as a function of time for antennas in arms, and the median absolute deviation is plotted in red. One sigma uncertainty is about millitech unit, which show the ability of GMRT to detect small scale fluctuation. In this plot, the data is following the same pattern along their direction and also scaling with the antenna distance, which means that differential tech is to be proportional to baseline length. Thus, measuring the gradient is necessary to understand the behavior of any ionospheric phenomena. We sought to characterize the two-dimensional tech gradient at each antenna. We have chosen the second and third order Taylor series, which can approximate the amount of tech surfaces detected by GMRT. As you can see in both the second order and third order fit, the fluctuation in tech is most visible in the P1 coefficient, which is partial derivative along the east-west direction. Also, higher order terms are more significant during the night time. While the polynomial-based measurement neglect the ability to detect small-scale fluctuation, we opted to measure the projected tech gradient using three-point Lagrangian interpolation method. We have also plotted the projected tech gradient obtained using the second-order and third-order polynomial fit. For larger amplitude and longer period fluctuation, the polynomial fit recovered the structure observed. But during the night time, a significant amount of tech fluctuation are missed by both the polynomial fit. Now, to characterize the wave structure present in the ionosphere, we're doing the spectral analysis. We are doing this spectral. One could approximate tech fluctuation as some of the many individual oscillating mode and represented by this. The same parameter can be derived using the equation of second order and third order polynomial series. By comparing both the sets of equations of real and imaginary part, one can get the wave number vector and wave velocity. Here I plotted the normalized power as a function of local time and temporal frequency of oscillating mode. Here most of the waves are seen with the periods of 20 minutes to 2 hours. This is roughly consistent with the medium scale TIDs. Here we have plotted azimuth angle as a wave velocity and a function of temporal frequency. Here one can see that most of the waves are traveling southwestward direction. But after dawn, the waves are traveling southwestward and northward direction. Most of the waves are traveling between 50 to 200 meter per second, a typical behavior of medium scale TIDs. We have performed the spectral analysis separately along each arm. Here we have plotted average power as a function of projected wave number at time. Similar wave number corresponding to 0.6 kilometer inverse or wavelength of 10 kilometer can be detected using GMRT. Here is a summary of my talk, and thanks.